So one great thing about Google Classroom is that you can check for plagiarism. Students can also use this to help them create citations and understand where their information is coming from if they didn't collect those websites or URLs as they were researching. So if we are looking at the teacher side of things, we go to our classwork tab, we're going to create a new assignment. And let's say it's going to be an assignment for a Tuesday, and it's an economics midterm paper. You can add your instructions. I'm going to add a Google document and make a copy for each student. So whatever document I created, let's say I had maybe some directions in this document. I want each student to have a copy of that, and that will get them started. A due date, of course, we could pick, and a topic. I want it to go into my week of learning to keep it organized by the day of the week. That's why I have Tuesday, so they know when they're going to get started on it. And then if I wanted a due date of, let's say, next Tuesday, which currently would be the 26th of January. So now this is usually where we end when we set out an assignment, but there's this option here now that we're a Google Enterprise District to check for plagiarism or originality. And if we check this, we have unlimited access because we're an enterprise. Usually if we're only the free G Suite for education, we only have 5 assignments where we can do this originality reporting. But since we are a full Google Enterprise District, we have unlimited originality reporting. So now I'm going to post this and assign it. Now as a student, I am in Google Classroom, and I'm going to go to my classwork tab, and I'm going to start my economic midterm, and I opened it up through this assignment, and I'm going to get started. So let's say I just grabbed some information from a website that I thought was really good and usable, so I added it to my paper. And before I turn it in, maybe I've done what I think is good. I want to check plagiarism and originality. So before I turn it in, I go back to my classwork tab, into my assignment, and right here is where students can run originality reports. So if they click run, you're going to see this pop up, and it says 3 of 3 originality report runs available. This report is showing a match between text in each of your attached Google Doc files and text on the web. The reports are visible only to you. When you submit your assignment, a new report will be created for your teacher for what you actually turn in. So this is preventative for our students to check before we turn them in, to make some changes, make some citations, and then finally once they turn it in, that report will be submitted to the teacher as well to see. So from the student perspective, I'm going to run this report, and you can see right here it's running the originality report. 88%. And now it's done right at 9 a.m. So now as a student, I can view my originality report, and it's showing that I have some flagged passages, 2 web matches. So if I click this, it's showing me exactly the content that's flagged, and then here it shows me where it's coming from, what website. And the student could click this website. It's going to give them a redirection notice and know that it's taking them exactly to that resource that they took the information from. So this is a great way for students to proactively check for originality, and if then they were happy or satisfied, they would finally turn it in, and then the teacher would get the updated originality report based on the changes the student made.